Look at this map. Do you see a bunch of wires around continents? These are undersea cables. Any disruption to these wires could transport countries back to the Dark Ages. In 2018, Mauritania, a country in Northwest Africa, went offline for 2 days. But what is this connection between undersea cables and the internet? And more importantly, how does your information reach the right address? Find all the answers in this episode of Explained. Here's a quick recap of our previous episode. The Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union gave rise to ARPANET, the first edition of the internet. It grew from merely serving the US military to one connecting over 53% of the global population. The net has narrowed the geographical divide, bringing the world together like never before. So how does the internet work? Say you're the sender and you live in New Delhi. The receiver is your sister in the US. The message is a photograph, which gets broken down into fragments called packets and heads towards its destination. Once it arrives, the data gets reassembled. Next, your sister's phone alerts her of your message. But how does your message know where it needs to go? Think of each packet as a parcel. It will be stamped with the receiver's and sender's address. Now that the address is marked, the packets are ready for shipping. This is where your Wi-Fi or your cellular network comes into the picture. They are radio waves which ferry packets. The packets hop from one router to another. Routers are hardware devices that direct traffic. These packets will now have to cross the oceans to reach the US. Enter undersea cables. Their origins can be traced to 1858 when the first cables were dropped into the Atlantic Ocean, establishing a telegram connection between the US and Europe. Queen Victoria sent a congratulatory message to the then US President, James Buchanan. Today, about 380 underwater cables are buried in the world's oceans. They manage 99% of the internet traffic. But how do these undersea cables carry data? Unlike Wi-Fi, these cables don't transport packets through radio waves. Instead, they convert binary information into pulses of light. Once inside the cable, the light hits the wall at less than a 42-degree angle. This prevents the light from escaping as it gets reflected into the wall. The process continues through the course of your photo's journey in the cable. All of this happens at the speed of light. When the time comes to leave the ocean and enter the land, the pulses of light regain their former avatar, binary information. This information then passes through a series of routers, which help guide packets to their final destination, which is your sister in the US. Who knows, in the next couple of months or years, we might have satellites beaming internet from space. In fact, 10,000 volunteers are already beta testing internet from SpaceX Starlink satellites. Elon Musk's company is launching a mega constellation of satellites to provide fast and affordable net to the world's remotest regions. Currently, 1,023 SpaceX Starlink satellites are in orbit. They have the permission to launch more than 11,000 satellites, which will envelope Earth at close distances. The idea behind this is to overcome speed limitations posed by undersea cables. According to SpaceX, the vacuum of space allows light to travel about 47% faster than through optic cables. The internet has evolved quickly, thanks to advances in technology. What does the future look like for the internet? And how is it going to change our lives? Only time will tell. That's a wrap on this episode. Do provide us your feedback and let us know of topics you'd like us to cover.